today we're jumping into the crowded room. Season 1, episode 7. Ooh, I like that. We had 3 episodes to go, and then we'll be wrapping up this season. I believe this is like a one or done season, so unfortunately, if there isn't a season 2, because this is like more like a biography, I believe, right? It is. It says it right there in bold. So I'm ready to jump into this. Once again, I love this show. This show, for me, I think majority of the episodes, I think not if all, I rated a 10. I haven't once. I'm not gonna talk about the critics anymore. I'm over it. But amazing show. So I'm ready to get into this. The last episode. What did we get into? Oh, the psychologist. I believe that's what she is. We got into her backstory and we tied everything up from episode 1 to episode 6 in her eyes, and now we're gonna move on. This episode is called The Crowded Room, which is so weird. It's the title of the show. So I'm assuming that that's gonna deal with him personally, because he has split personalities and there's a lot going on in his room, aka brain. Now, I swear to God, if we start this episode and it's literally a bunch of people in a room that's crowded, I will literally walk off this. I'm about to call it a set. I will walk off out of here in my bedroom. I'll go in my bed. Okay? And then we'll wrap this up. It'll be a very short reaction. So I'm ready to jump into this. As always, can you please like the video? Please share the video. And please comment down below. I would love to read you guys' comments. If you would like to see this in a full reaction, you can. For the second, third tier here on this damn platform that will always freaking copyright my as well as my other platform, Patreon. So once again, you want to see this in a full reaction? And for some odd reason, YouTube always copyright claims this, but thank you to Apple TV. They always release it. So you never know though, YouTube will copyright claim this. So if you'd like to see this in a full reaction, in case Apple TV does not release it and it gets edited down, please join the platforms today. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the crowded room and find out exactly what the crowded room has got to give. What the fuck? Somebody gonna jump? That's the only time everybody looks up. What are we looking at? Damn.
Hi, good morning, Danny. How'd you sleep?
You ever tried sleeping in a prison?
Carl Jung thought eclipses were harbingers of rebirth. Psychiatrist? Never heard of him? He's pretty famous.
That's what it was, an eclipse.
You seem a little nervous.
Yeah, maybe.
Why, you're clumsy? Because you're not typically.
Why are you here?
Good question.
Because of what happened at Rockefeller Center. Even if I didn't fire the gun, I'm complicit if a crime was committed.
Did you know that Jack came to see me?
No, that's not possible. He's in London.
Are these Jack's?
You got his number from the guidebook. Is that how you found him? No, but I tore it up.
Your mind is extraordinarily good at rationalizing, at making the improbable possible. You've had a lifetime of it. Do you trust me?
What do you mean?
You noticed that I was nervous. There's some things that happened at Rockefeller Center that we haven't talked about yet.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
I want to show you something.
What's on the tape?
I think we should just watch it together, okay?
I don't know what this is. I would like to be done.
The jewelry store across the street had a new camera.
It's a trick.
It's not a trick.
Uh-oh.
There was no one at Rockefeller Center except you. Not Ariana. Only you.
Sleep. Big mistake, lady.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. Oh, Lord, Yixback, whatever his name is here. Ooh, there's the barn.
You gotta let me in there.
Making a terrible mistake.
Why do you have to make this trouble? I
Can handle shit, man. She's gonna call the guards.
It'll be less than ideal. The boy was safe.
You're not supposed to be here, man.
Oh, Danny.
I shouldn't. At least not like this.
He won't make it.
Shut the front door! Grab the back door! Shut the front door!
What are you doing?
Piss me off! He hurts her. Things are gonna go to shit. I'm not gonna touch her, okay? You know how he is about women and kids. If he hurts anyone, we're gonna go to solitary. I told you where this was gonna go when you started dealing. We were gonna end up in jail. And look where we are!
The guards are right there. Stop. Stop. You'll make it worse.
Think of Danny.
Mike!
Oh my Jesus.
We're good, right? Danny? Is that you? I know.
Nice and easy, kid.
I know you are.
That's so interesting. You went in there a little hot, honey.
Fancy, buddy. Take the shot.
I always have no luck.
I never have any luck.
Don't let him shoot that! How is it what happened? He never came here awake before.
The center cannot hold. The beast is slouching towards Bethlehem. Beyond here, your scintillating conversational skills need you to lose your shit now and then. I blame myself. She was hideously persuasive.
Guess what?
Liars. Evidence that that relationship is no longer productive.
That seems not very much likely to me, Jack.
Is that right? You're an expert.
When do we wake him up?
We don't wake him up till we have a plan. Do you know what happens when they diagnose you with a psychiatric disorder in this country? As far as she's concerned, we're the disease. To cure Danny, getting rid of all of us.
That's crazy.
He's gonna try to escape. What is all these alarms?
Hey, you know anywhere I can score some blow?
Keep your fucking voice down. Piece of shit.
Fuck is this?
Move!
Okay.
Right now!
I'm moving.
I got in your order. You said you wanted more. Told you I'd get things done.
Holy shit.
Not the exact ones, but we're pretty close, right?
What the fuck am I supposed to do with some crayon?
Get up your ass or something.
Look, I don't want these, okay? Trade these.
A pay up, asshole.
For some fucking crayons? Are you nuts? Dude, come on. Look, I need some coke. Yo.
Why did he spit his own food?
Which one of you assholes can get me some blow, huh?
Fuck off.
Say whatever you got. Speed. I just need something to tie me over. You feel me?
You don't understand English?
This little prick just welched on my cellar.
That is what we would call a misunderstanding. A joke, dude? God damn!
Childish. Stupid. Utterly irresponsible.
Damn it, John.
Everybody down! Get on the ground! I've got this, old boy.
Please allow me to explain.
And you're gonna look like shit for your hearing tomorrow.
So he didn't kill nobody.
Praying for a miracle, because we're gonna need one for this to go our way.
Does your defeatist attitude help your clients?
It's not an attitude, it's realism. I think this would be a big deal for your career and all.
I'm trying to help him out, Stan.
Of course going to hospital is better for the kid. And who wants to go to prison? In this case, it's in everyone else's interest that this go to trial. They're like you and me, they care about themselves and their careers.
Nobody's talking about scot-free. I'm talking about a secure treatment facility.
Papers sell on scandals. And that's exactly what this will be. The world thinks is real, looks good for not a single person.
So why are you bothering?
And I fucking hate going to court.
Once he saw the video footage, he's totally withdrawn. I wasn't gonna let him hear about his diagnosis for the first time in a proceeding. He could have attacked a judge or a lawyer for the other
He
side.
knows now that he's more than one person.
Maybe a lot more than one.
Author of 5 medical journals, specializing in mental illness.
You assess the defendant in relation to the defense's purported diagnosis.
I can't diagnose someone with a condition that doesn't exist.
Are you serious?
Hysteria.
You can't just decide
it's
a
an
diagnosis
emotional
doesn't
neurosis.
exist.
It's not a
because-
mental disorder.
Enough! Can't keep your opinion to yourself until the appropriate time. You may be asked to leave, Doctor.
The vast majority of the medical profession doesn't even acknowledge is real. I'm sorry, but that's my professional opinion.
Thank you, Doctor.
Talk about some of our findings.
We've all read Dr. Goodwin's report. Let's see for ourselves.
In your face. These people are going to help you, even if it doesn't seem like that at first.
Danny, this pretrial hearing is just for us to make sure that you are treated fairly. Do you understand?
I'm Patricia Richards. I'm the district attorney for your case. Danny, do you know where you are?
A meeting room, Rikers Island.
And do you understand that you're due to stand trial for this incident?
That a jury will decide whether I'm guilty or innocent.
Thank you, Danny.
Stan, wait.
Is there any problem?
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
yes.
Nope. No, Your Honor. Hi, Danny. It is Danny, isn't it? Can you tell us who you were with in Rockefeller Center on the day of the incident?
With? People on the sidewalk, coming in and out of shops.
Right, but who was with you, Danny? You know, you said in your statement that you were in Rockefeller Center with someone else.
Alone, and if you don't believe me, then I suggest you watch the video.
It's not Danny.
You spoke at length about your housemates, Ariana and Yitzhak. And how would you describe them, Ariana and Yitzhak?
Only softer, maybe more like a Burmese. Whereas Yitzhak is feral.
My cats. Or Rohit, and I will have you removed from this room. Now sit down, doctor.
Why does Jack want to... Oh, because he's scared that if he gets help, then he's gone.
You're perfectly lucid client. Describe his pets. You're right by your client. Don't piss me off anymore. And when you talk, it pisses me off.
Drop the charges down to a misdemeanor, and then he goes away to a mental hospital for a long time. He doesn't belong in prison, okay? He needs treatment. Going to a mental hospital should suffice. He deserves the benefit of the doubt here, doesn't he?
I'm gonna find a history of violence. I'm gonna find that somehow he managed to slip through the cracks. Rikers is filled with young black and brown men who did far less. Where was their past? The privilege of a justice system that was built for people who look like him. I'm not just gonna plead him out. We're going to trial.
I mean, what she said, some of it was really true.
You think you won? Do you know what a federal prison is like? Yitzhak still only has got Danny's body weight. You're all still just one person. I eat you alive in there. I hope this little ruse was worth it to you, Jack.
So, what do we do now?
We stand trial.
What she says happens in prison?
She has no idea what we're capable of.
Maybe the boy needs to stand on his own 2 feet.
What the fuck are you saying, man?
Jack, you're always saying face the music, right? So maybe it's time for Danny to do that.
This is bullshit. Danny needs us.
Maybe he's right.
You understand what you're suggesting, hero boy, don't you?
Is it so bad to make this kind of sacrifice?
I mean, you're fucking with me.
It's amazing, isn't it? To love someone so much. To want to protect their existence so fiercely, you'd do anything. You'd die for them. Sorry, old friend. You simply can't survive without us.
Now he doesn't have a fighter. Ariana Grande.
I'm so worried about you.
Don't worry. We're gonna figure it out.
Where the fuck are we?
You're the most important person in my life. Do you know that? And that connection is because I kind of live for you, Danny.
I was alone at Rockefeller Center. You weren't with me.
In here. And in here.
None of us want to leave you, dear boy.
We're only here to help you. Can't go back to sleep this time, Danny. We need each other. It's empty when you're asleep out there. Sometimes I sneak in when no one's watching to dream with you. I come here to take your loneliness. Being close to other people is just too painful for you. So that's when I show up.
Are there other people like me?
No, Dan. You're special. You made us. All of us. They're all you. We each had a purpose one time or another.
Yitzhak.
Jack mostly stays behind the scenes. If things start to get too out of control, he sorts us out.
It made you want to die, Danny. You remember? Except glass, you broke into many pieces. All you, all separate.
Something's changed.
You came here, Danny. A wake wants to take us away from you. She wants to destroy us. She wants to send you to a place where they give you medications and treatment to try to kill us. I'm afraid that if we all die, you die too. But you cannot, and you will not bleed insanity. You know what to do, my boy. And you know that you should do it.
You know, I get that I am of no significance to you, Jack. Making a fool of me is very hard to swallow. If you wanted to fight a little bit, you could. But you clearly want to go to prison. Have put on that fantastic fucking performance yesterday.
Ooh.
I put my entire fucking career on the line for this bullshit.
Damn, girl.
There are voices in my head. There's other people in here. I'm begging you. Please.
I'm here.
Well, that was a very high-pitched well. That was a very fantastic episode. I really don't even know what to say. Oh, Jack, what an annoying personality. I don't even like when I can't even do the accent. And I try to be an actor and it just never works. But anyways, I really did enjoy this episode. This episode was a 10 out of 10. It was very interesting. And it's actually, I find it very interesting to dive deep into split personality disorder. I think that when I watched Split, it was almost very similar, but we didn't get inside that character's head. But he was like, that character, every time I see this show, I think of Split and how good that actor portrayed a person with split personalities. I never met somebody with split personalities, but I can imagine it must be like, I wonder if it's like painful for them, right? And the reason why I say that is like, I wonder if they have control or like, or is it like very similar to how Tom Holland is playing it, where 1 minute they're here as whoever, you know, whoever they are, and then they switch over to somebody else, like, and they don't know it, or is it like kind of painful, like you don't want to leave, but you can feel yourself leaving and turning into somebody else. It sounds kind of complicated, but you guys get the drift, right? Also, I get furious. I get irritated when I feel people still believe that mental health is not like a real thing. Like mental health issues are not real. So panic attack, anxiety, split personalities, etc. There's a long list. And they really believe that it's not real. They think it's not that serious. And it really is. It's very sad when people have these diagnoses. Obviously now I feel like it's more schizophrenia and stuff like that. Like there's medicine for it and stuff like that. But even this judge, which is so nasty, so rude, then the other doctor just was so dismissive. Then the lawyer wasn't even trying to, like, you know, work with the doctor who's been with not Jack, Danny. And it's just like, it was just so much. And then Jack wants to jump involved, shoots Yitzhak, whatever his name is. And I'm just like, damn, like all the stacks is against Danny. But, obviously, we're going to be going into trial. We're going to go into trial, and I'm kind of curious because I don't think this person would serve life in prison. They might be in prison for a while, a long time, but he didn't kill nobody. And honestly, when I first saw the bodies in the house, when we saw it in like an earlier episode, I honestly thought that like people were dead. But I think obviously those were one of his personalities that he no longer needed. You know, Jack decided that they no longer need those personalities, and that's what we saw. So he's never really killed anybody, and so with that being said, I'm trying to think what the penalty would be for somebody. I don't see life in prison, and he is young here, but I could see a hefty sentence because he was in Times Square, they said, shooting a gun off at a bunch of people, was there. I don't think that anybody got hurt. Did he shoot the stepfather? Is that like, that would be assault with a deadly weapon. That could carry, I want to say, I'm going to say about 30 years. Is probably what they're looking at. I do not see them saying life in prison, but I would say like 30 years in prison, like a hefty sentence. 35 years? Maybe is that what she's asking for? Maybe a little bit less. It's still a hefty time, but I don't know. What would that be called? The DA asked for assault with a deadly weapon. It could be. I mean, if here we go with the law in my head, like I'm a lawyer. But if they were going to say, you couldn't say terrorism. I don't know. I would say 30, 35 years is what they're going to be asking for, if anything. And this is obviously really did happen. And after I'm done watching this show, I might Google this person and see if he obviously was a real person. I want to know. And if it is a real person, because it's a biography, I want to know how much time they did in real life and et cetera, and do the matching. Because I'm kind of curious. But I don't want to jump into that research and then be spoiled and know the rest of this show. So, do I have anything else to say? This is the first time I'm filming for the day, so my mind is scattered all over the place. It always happens for the first reaction when I film it, and unfortunately for people who are watching this is the first show I'm filming for the day, so I'm a little bit out of it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to drink this coffee to wake me up, and it's just not working. So I can't think, but I would give this episode a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I really cannot wait until we continue on to this journey and figure out what else is going to happen and what is going to happen at court with Danny, the psychiatrist, and the rest of these crew. And if he does get medicated, I feel like if he gets medicated, those personalities wouldn't die. They wouldn't leave him, but they would be subdued. You know, not so powerful that they could take over him as a person. That's how I feel, guys. Please like the video. Please share the video. Comment down below how you thought. Did you enjoy this reaction with me stuttering and trying to figure out my words because I'm half asleep? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time with more The Crowded Room.